What is up, everybody? In today's episode of Philip versus the AI haters, we are making a web page using only my voice. In today's video, we're going to be building a website. It's not going to require you to know any coding, any design, nothing like that. We are going to be using AI for everything. The tool we are using is v0.dev. You probably could build this in ChatGPT, but what v0 does is it gives you a nice preview of the website as you're working. It's also just much better at building websites, and it is also free. So there is a paid version of v0, but everything we're doing today can be done with the free version of v0. So what website are we building? We are building a website that I want to make for these videos. And so I registered the domain yousuckat.ai and I want to make this page. So I've used my iPad and my amazing design skills, and I've created this beautiful design. So it's got a heading and then, there's a big video preview and then all the other videos. Fantastic. So let's get started. The first thing we're doing is we're taking my epic design and giving it to v0. Then I'm going to describe to v0 what I want done. And as always, I'm using Super Whisper to transcribe my voice. I find it best to look at the AI and transcribe, which is what I'm going to be doing. Okay, I want you to create a website. The website has a heading that says "You suck at AI." That should be nice and bold. And then below that, there should be a subtitle that says "Daily videos to make you a little less terrible at AI." And below that, there is a newsletter sign up that has an input, and it says "Join" for the button. There should be a bit of padding above and below this hero section. Cool. Then below that, there is a big video preview. When you hover over the image, a play button should appear with a little circle, and the rest of the video should go a bit darker. And below that, there are a bunch of other videos. They are in a grid, and so there's 3 of them next to each other, and each video, when you hover over the image part of that, it should work the same as the large image. And then there's a date that should be written in kind of small gray letters, and then below that a title. Nice. Cool. And so what I found is that it makes quite a big difference to describe in more detail than you kind of normally could, maybe even sometimes repeating yourself. So what you could do, of course, you could type all of this out, but what I found with transcriptions is that it's just much easier to be verbose, and verbose things tend to give me better results. Nice. Okay, wow, that actually worked pretty damn well. You can see here, this is the code that has been generated based on our prompt, and this is the preview that we now see. So we see the headline, nice, cool. Yeah, this is pretty much bang on to what I described. You obviously can't click on this yet. Nice. So maybe let's make a couple of improvements over here. I want you to change this to dark mode. So adjust the font colors and the inputs and the button and everything to match the dark mode. I also want that the title "You Suck at AI" to be bigger. The font size should be bigger. It should be about the same width as the subtitle, and it should be in all caps. Let's maybe add a footer as well. I also want you to add a footer section. It should say "Made by Philip with love," but instead of love, there should be a little heart emoji. Nice. So you can see over here, I'm not using any really technical jargon or anything like that. Of course, you can also do that if you want. So for instance, if you know Tailwind CSS, you can describe specific Tailwind classes, and it will use those. But if you're just a normie, you don't need to do any of that. Nice. Okay, so let's switch to dark mode. That looks cool. It's readable. Nice. Okay, so let's make a couple more improvements. First is I want to link my website at the bottom when on Philip. Make Philip at the bottom link to this URL. Cool. And then what I want is, what should we do? I want the word "suck" in the title to be a gradient of purples and blues, but only the word "suck." Nice. And then I want that when you click on this, it kind of opens up a YouTube embed. But to do that, we actually need some videos, and then also want to change these to actual thumbnails of videos. So what I've got over here is I've just got a list of video URLs, so I'll paste those there, and then I'll say and then instead of the preview images that you have here, I want you to use the thumbnails of the videos listed below. Okay, maybe I'll just stop there with the instructions, and then I'll add the video dialogue as a final change. Nice. There, it's updating the code. Beautiful. Oh, okay. So it did this right in terms of the color, but it doesn't. It needs a space over there. Let's see if it got the thumbnails. Okay, so that is. Ooh, there's even a nice little hover thing over there. Beautiful. There we go. Okay, so it did most of what I wanted. Let me just fix one more thing and add a bit of padding. I want you to increase the padding top and bottom in the hero section. I also noticed that there is not a gap after the word suck. So it says you space suck, and then it just it lacks a space after the word suck. So between suck and at, there's no space. I think one thing I've noticed with a lot of people is they try something with AI. You know, let's say they encounter a bug. This is obviously quite a minor bug to not have a space. And then they kind of freak out and they go, oh, this is such a waste of time. But the loop with AI is different. It's fine to have bugs because, as you could see, I just fixed it super quickly. Nice. And we've got the padding now. Cool. So this is looking pretty good. So I would say this looks ready to ship. That's going to be it for today. If there are any specific areas that you would be interested in seeing videos about, feel free to comment below, and I would be happy to make a video on those. See you in the next one.